and welcome to the Lee Anthony Davis Show. It's Tuesday, the 10th of November. I've got a lot to get through today. Unfortunately, there's a lot of things going on for me, including a lot of more fluctuation of members, unbelievably. I've got a big, massive list here. Unfortunately, every name has to be mentioned. I know it takes up a bit of time, but you can bear with me, can't you? So I'm going to read out the members' announcements first before the birthday announcements. Also, I've got some latest news coming up, and good news for me again. But I'm not one for being opinionated. I can assure you, it's good news for the people as well as me. So it cuts both ways. And also a group update and top contributors to the official Doctor Who group. The top 10 as it stands now. Last week, the Russian lady won. I say the Russian lady, I can't pronounce the name. I have to do it in letters. It's sort of a Russian word, it's got numbers in and stuff. But anyway, enough of that. Also, looking if I turn the sheet over, I've got some quiz questions as well. So anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? Right, I'm going to announce now the members first. Firstly, I'd like to thank Mike Alonso, known as Clobbering Times, has joined my official Doctor Who group along with Dave Wilson, Marlene Allison, Brian Form, Fiona Doffin, Liam, Nathaniel P. Tangmo, uh, David Lewis, Simon Martin have all joined my official Doctor Who group. Thank you very much. Also, for the horror group, John Santiago has joined the horror, along with Babu Sharma, Lene Engelman, Frank K. McCardle, Norman Fleming, Jessica Bradford, Bamash Kula have all joined the horror group. Dot Everson and Steve Hodler have, and Dog Monort, that is Mornaut, Dog Monort has joined the science fiction group. I've got one for the sitcom group. Michelle Brown has joined. Thank you very much, my love. And Ron Jenks, probably familiar name to most of you on Facebook, has joined my Hammer Horror group. And then comes Blake Seven. Quite a lot of people have joined this. Jonathan Edward Brown, a friend of mine. Daniel Connor Leach, another friend of mine. Mark Philip Willis, David Perkins, well known to YouTubers and Facebooker-likers. Julian Kolviak, Jennifer Hirschkorn, Hirschkorn, Jennifer Hirschkorn. I think she's German, but forgive me if I'm wrong. I do apologise. Nick Jurek, Angel John, Wayne Speakman, Amanda Knight, another good friend of mine, Ray Phipps, have all joined my have joined my Blake 7 group. Unbelievable amount of people there. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention these two. Also, Heather Ellen, who has her own comic group on Facebook. It's quite a big one, so I'm really pleased that she's joined my group as well, Blake 7. I've been on her channel and it's very good. It's got fantastic content from comics, illustrations, strips, and all your favourite commodities that you buy at these sort of comic cons. She's got a pretty big group there, and I'm really glad she's joined me. Also, Jane Whittaker, who's joined about 5 of my groups, I believe. So that's fantastic. Thank you, Jane. Also, now the Sarah Jane group has done pretty well as well, and I'm going to give you the names there. Matthew Pounder, someone I know very well. Tony Slade Wilson, Angel John again, Liz Ward, another friend of mine, Robert Neil McGinn, another friend of mine who's also a moderator of my groups as well. Timotheus A. Hamill is also a good contributor to my groups. He's joined this one, Sarah Jane. Peter Gallagher, another good contributor. Daniel Connor Leach, again, yes, he's joined my Sarah Jane group. He's wanting to join that for quite some time. Unfortunately, my invite button didn't work very well, so I had to put all the feelers out to get him on. So thank you to those that helped to get him onto the Sarah Jane Adventures group. Thank you very much. And Janine Follett. She's joined the Sarah Jane group. Thank you very much, Janine. She's another one that follows my groups with keen interest. She's a member of a few of them. And of course, Paul Kelly, another big YouTuber. Well, I don't know if he's on YouTube, but he's got a big group on Facebook. He's a very keen follower, and he's contributing, and he's given me some good shout outs in the past. So thank you, Paul, for joining. Wendy Graham is another one that I know very well. Linton Keneally, he's a moderator on my group. He's in also a few admins in my group, so he's a very good person to have in your group. So thank you for joining the Sarah Jane Adventures group, Linton. Right, now we're moving on to the entertainment group, and this one has got some likes as well. Jennifer Hirsch-Scorn. I think I pronounced that right, yeah. Jennifer Hirsch-Scorn. She's joined my entertainment group. Angelica Baldas has joined my... sorry, I've got that wrong. Angelica Baldassari. Baldassari. That's it. Angelica Baldassari has joined the entertainment group, along with Jane Whittaker again. Thank you, Jane. David Gilliard, another good person on Facebook. He's joined my group again because he's in a few of them. Philip Nichols is another one you know on Facebook. He's joined my group as well. Mark Montoya Castro, he's well known to Facebook users. He's joined my group. So that is that. Thank God for that. That's quite a list, wasn't it? Right, now I'm going to move on to the group updates. As it stands at the moment, the official Doctor Who group is obviously with all those fluctuation of people, but it's not the accurate update because there's also today I've got some more people, more people joining. So I'll give you as it is at the moment. 409 for the official Doctor Who group. The horror group is now at 475. Science fiction group is 378. The sitcom group is 152. The Carry On group now, amazingly, has gone up to 4. So I thought it'd never move, but it has. So that's gone up to 33. Blake 7 is coming along very nicely indeed. It's gone past the 100 mark. It's now up to 108 members. Thank you very much. The entertainment group, which I expected to do well, is slowly plodding along. It's moving up on the rails, and it's at 51. So I'm quite pleased with that. And the Sarah Jane group is doing well as well. It's now moved up to 31. So thank you very much for every one of you joining my groups. I appreciate it very much. The next thing I wanted to give a shout out about was for two people that I hold dear. Daniel Connor Leach and Dave Travels Through Time. We've got their own YouTube channels, as you know. They've made me moderator on their YouTube channels. That's fantastic, and I appreciate that very much. They do a lot of good stuff. Daniel, as you know, is into the Big Finish, so he does a lot of Big Finish stuff, and he's got two groups on there. He's got his Daniel's Big Finish Hub. Take a look at that on Facebook, and he's got another group called Daniel's. I think it's Daniel's Hub. I'm not too sure. He's got two groups anyway, so take a look at both of them. So if you're into Big Finish, that's the group for you. And Dave does quizzes. Dave Travels Through Time. He does quizzes on YouTube. He did a few watch-alongs, which I've been a guest on as well. But he's doing quizzes at the moment, and I'm currently leading, would you believe? So that's why I mentioned it. You can see the craftiness. Yeah, he's going to be doing it tomorrow. Heat 5 it is. I'm currently well in front at the moment, only just by about 6 points, I believe. So I'm in the lead, but that will all change tomorrow, I can assure you, because obviously we didn't have everybody back. So we had about 5 or 6 people taking part. So anyway, that could change. I've been happy to be top of the board for top of the leaderboard on Heat 4. So it's Heat 5 tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So join Dave Travels Through Time for his science fiction stream. Right, thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate making moderator of your YouTube channels as well. Thank you very much. Right, now on to something more important. Birthday announcements. Celebrating a birthday, and she's also in my group, is Lee Doblin. and another one, but he's on Facebook, Michael Gordon. So I wish them both well. It's their day today, so give them a special thank you, and make their day even better. So that's Lee Doblin and Michael Gordon celebrating their birthdays today. Right, some news now. This is where I give you something that's going on right now. The Bank of England economist warns COVID could crash, will make inequality worse. In other words, it's going to be sort of doom and gloom again, you know. But I have a feeling if the COVID continues and this lockdown continues anyway, it's going to cause a real big, massive hole in the economy itself, because a lot of people are losing their jobs, including me. I lost my job, and I also lost the job that I work for is no longer, so I haven't got a job. So I've been doing all this, the only thing I can do at the moment. So unfortunately, the lockdown, as you hear, it's deadly silence out there, because nobody's allowed to go out after 10 o'clock unless you've got a good reason, you know. So I don't have nothing to go out for because I've got all my food in and stuff like that. So anyway, that's that piece of news. The other piece of news is well, it's not as if it's it's unexpected, but Donald Trump refuses to concede, so he's going to carry on. But Biden is already sorting his cabinet out. As far as I'm concerned, he's going to make it the most diverse cabinet in American history, whatever that means. What does he mean? He's going woke? Anyway, that's that. Another announcement I want to make that's happening right now, what's on, is the PlayStation channel on YouTube are doing their Mortal Kombat 2 review. Well, it's one of those where they play it, but they also talk about the goods and the bads of it. You know, you probably played Mortal Kombat. I played it a few times, so it's worth a look on their channel. And of course, there's Space and the Universe. This is more astronomy, but it's a YouTube channel that goes out live. You know, comments, and it's live on YouTube right now. And their YouTube channel's called Space and the Universe, where it goes through stuff like what's going on in the universe, talk about what happens if, and stuff like that. And today's topic is discovery of alien planets. So they'll be going in great detail, fantastic imagery. They do great images of planets, and you got actual film of as they venture through. They've got somebody really good in the animation department there, I think. So anyway, worth a look. I like astronomy myself, so I'm a keen astronomer. So yeah, I like to know what's going on beyond the end of my nose. You know what I mean? So yeah, those two channels are happening now on YouTube Live. So give them a look in. You might like them, you might not. Right, now for me top 10 contributors to my official horror group. And the latest update, guess what? The Russian lady's winning again. Now, this is for a prize to have one of my pages on Facebook who gets to control it, because I can't control them anymore. I've got no time for the pages. Unfortunately, I've got 20 of them, so I've got to start sort of offloading them. But they're not offloading as in a bad way, in a good way, because they've got loads of content on there, and I've actually linked them up with my groups anyway. So the people that go on there will find my groups as well, much easier than they did before when you're just looking. You don't know where my groups are. They're on Facebook, but there's so many other groups on there as well. So anyway, I'll say her name, but I can only do it with the letters, I'm afraid. It's capital H, small a, capital A, small e, a star, a capital A, small a, and then it's KY3, N, capital M, capital N, but swapped around, you know, turned around, like it's backward N, and HOBA. She's currently in front again, this time with 9 contributions. Sean Ashton and Graham Baird are tied for second with 6 points. Rod Jamie Simpson's in third currently with 5 contributions. Alan Edmonds is third at the moment. Is fourth at the moment with 3 contributions. And then you've got a group of people on 6th place, who've contributed 1 each, which is Mark Roddick, Linton Keneally, Duncan Craig, and Simon Martin. But that will all change by tomorrow. So when I give another update, that could change. Who knows? Could she be ousted from the top spot? She's been leading. She led all the way last week, and she looks like she's going to do it again because she keeps on throwing them in to the official Doctor Who group. So they'll have to sort of have a strategy there to countermand that sort of strike. So anyway, thank you for all those that contributed to the official Doctor Who group. Well appreciated. Right, just before we go, it's quiz time. Yesterday, I asked. It was a Hammer quiz question, and I asked you, what was the last ever Hammer horror film made? It starred Christopher Lee and Richard Widmark, and it's to do with a Dennis Wheatley novel. But unfortunately, this was more controversial because Dennis Wheatley didn't like it at all and refused to give Hammer any more of his stuff. But it didn't matter anyway. Sadly, he passed away, but Hammer was virtually gone by then, you know. So, but the film in question was called To the Devil a Daughter, and it had also Natasha Kinski in it as well. So anyway, so that's the answer to yesterday's question. Now for one today. The question features science fiction, and the question is: which sci-fi films featured Gort and Robbie the robot? Which science fiction films featured Gort and Robbie the robot? I'll give you the answer to that tomorrow, along with another question. And I'll see you tomorrow with all the usual stuff, with the news, updates, announcements, shout outs. So I'll see you on the Lee Anthony Davis show at the same time. Well, hopefully the same time tomorrow. And look after yourself and stay safe. Bye for now.